This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 6. It reads, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" Hey, call Allah Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. This is Matthew from the GMS Dallas camp and wanted to go into a quick lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying. All right. And what I just read in Obadiah verse 6, it says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up?" One reason how Esau is being revealed and we know who the son of the wicked is, which is the so-called white man, is through the Holy Scriptures. Okay? The Holy Scripture gives you lineage. It gives you things that happen in the past, present, and the future. Okay? These are prophetic speeches that we're reading here. And we know through the scriptures, especially like going into Job 9:24, the earth will give into the hands of the wicked. Okay, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who is he? When you look into that and you look at the times we're in now, we don't have too much longer to go in this kingdom. Due to it's basically going into, if things keep going the way it's going, there will be no flesh left. Okay, and with Esau, this is how we know, because we're in the last days, and it says in the scriptures that Esau will be ruling in the last days. Not Japhet, but Esau. Okay? And when you put two and two together and see who's the ruler of the world, look at your governments. Look at all the governments and see what face you're gonna see. You're gonna see the pale face. A so-called white man. Okay? He make your laws. He makes your laws. He provides you with what food to eat. He also set up for your education. We don't do that here at the nation of Israel. This is not our rest, okay? As it says in Micah 2:10. So we're supposed to come out the ways of Esau Edom. Because what is Esau Edom mindset? It's purely set on hell and death. So this is how things are. Esau is searched out through the scriptures, right? This man is full of lies, deceit. He's a damn devil. If someone puts chemicals in your food, in your water, basically not even food in you, stuff in your food, he's actually have created a genetically modified organism and said, eat this. It don't got no seeds in it, things like that. Ain't this a damn devil? What do devil mean? Deceiver. He's deceiving you thinking this food is good, okay? This water is good for you. But yet when you take this over a period of time, your body start reacting differently because these chemicals and modified organism that he's providing you is basically is destroying your body and also destroying your mind, making you go off, making you, you know what I'm saying? What's the name? Rockefeller said it best. You know what I'm saying? He mentioned that they were putting things in the water. Okay, now they're putting things in. Look at this damn devil putting something in the air to make your penis smaller. What kind of shit is that? But yet, you know what I'm saying? He say peace, 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 but yet he's up here drawing swords. He's looking to kill you. That's why when Revelation 12:12 come, it said that Esau is going to come down with a great wrath. Okay, and he's going to utilize that great wrath with what? Military might. In here, right at your hometown, you're right in the old U.S. of A. Damn devil. And like I said, this is Habakkuk 2:5. It reads, "Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine Let me pull it up some. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire is hell, and is at death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto himself all nations, and heapeth up to him all people. This man don't want to share anything. He don't want you to feel good about anything. He wants to make everyone sick. He wants to control everyone. Okay? I mean, damn. I mean, even the marine life, the oceans. You know what I'm saying? You have whales and different turtles. You have these marine life that is basically beaching themselves to get out the pollution that this man has caused. And then you can look at the world and you can say, well, you see all the Moabites doing it, which is the so-called Chinese man, or you see the Hamites, which is the so-called Africans, all these different nations, but yet when you look at who runs the world, come on now, come on, America is the most powerful nation in history. This is Rome 2.0. Okay, and they have took the spirit of the Neo-Babylonian Empire, the Roman Empire. Okay, they are all the empires rolled into one. Okay, and it's controlled by the wicked, the most wicked of them all, Esau, Edom. You know, like I said, wherever you go, he's bringing hell, okay, and death. He came and crossed and came into the seas and came over to America, to the Americas, okay. Well, to the, like I say, around the island, South America. And what did he do? He came in to the Gadites, okay, the so-called Native Americans, and his word was in his mouth was smoother than butter. But what was in his heart? War. They helped build them back up because they were dying on those boats, and they brought them back to health, which I'm talking about the so-called Native Americans. And what did Esau do in return? He gave them blankets and quilts full of smallpox, and he was killing them off slowly. And then, like you say, he was deceiving them. And when he found out, what did they do? They started fighting back. But all through the spirit, we know Yahweh Shem Yahweh is going to return to deliver us. But we know through the spirit that the Most High Yahweh is his name in Hebrew. He put us in that predicament for us going off. Okay, not abiding by the law, statute, commandments. But yet, just look at this man. Even in Zechariah 1 around the 15th verse, like you said, the Lord is sore displeased with the heathen at our ease. Okay, he would look they basically drove more anger because they have done too much. You give them a little slack and they go ahead and do the damn food and try to do and get as much of the inches that they can. Hey, and like you said, he bring forth death. When he have dealt with the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom here in the Western world. What did he do when he basically killed 90% of the Gadites? He went over to the west coast of Africa and brought over who? The southern kingdom. And did what? Brought forth hell again. You know what I'm saying? Whipped our backs. And what? Hung, beat, raped, ravaged. He brought forth hell and death. So everywhere Esau Edom goes is hell and death that follows. Right? So it says, like you say, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. All right. And when you say, like you say, he can't be satisfied, let's go back to Obadiah. All right. Yeah, let's jump up to verse 5. Okay. It says, let's start at verse 4. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Because he's gonna He's gonna, like I say, go up in the space stations and try to get away from everyone because he knows what's coming. And he's thinking he's gonna come out of the ashes like a phoenix. But no. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna bring death and destruction upon him. Recompense is coming upon Esau's head. All right. Now here's the point, verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Wilt thou not have stolen till they had enough? So Esau, he can get enough by stealing, and what he'll do? You think he'll have enough? He's like, okay, I got some. He done stole stuff to bring in his own house from somebody else's house, and say, I got TVs, I got couches, I got refrigerators, tables. You know what I'm saying? I got beds, I got everything. Okay, he should have enough. But like it says, back in here it says, "What they have not stolen till they had enough." If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? No, Esau. He's gonna. If you go, if you, 'cause I know we used to pick plums as kids and things like that, and people would come to our house, we'll go to their house, and we would pick certain fruits. Now, if you're picking fruit, you don't go and pick every last one of them off the tree. You pick a little bit of them up, get a little bucket of them, and you go about your business. I got enough. But Esau was like, no, I'm going to cut this damn tree down. I'm taking the whole tree to my house. This is the mindset of Esau Edom. This is a wicked rulership. Okay? This man looks to bring forth destruction. Everywhere he go, he brings forth destruction, and that's just his mindset. That's the way he was built. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, the Most High, has set him up this way. The sons of the wicked, 3 classes of men: sons of the Most High, sons of man, and sons of the wicked. Right? And Yahweh is going to send our big brother Yahweh Shai and a band of angels to come what? Rectify this situation that we're in now. Because if we don't have a higher being, you know what I'm saying, or divine intervention to come and intervene, what will happen? It won't be no flesh left, as the scriptures say. This man will take everything until it's nothing. So, like you said, you go back here to Habakkuk. What did it say? He said, yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. He don't stay at home. Everywhere he go and say, I'm trying to help you. I'm going to bring forth this democracy. And next thing you know, he got his embassies in your these other nations' countries. He's basically running the show. He's going to put a public government in the play. And basically, he's going to control it. When you go and say, I'm coming to help to other nations in their country, when he go in there, best believe he's not leaving by himself and leaving everything. He's going to place a mark there. Like I said, embassy, you know what I'm saying? This is what I think will help y'all government. And he's going to set up his way of life, the Western ways, when he's coming to say, I'm going to help. All right. So it says back in verse 5, who enlarges his desire is hell and death and cannot be satisfied. Like it's going back into the grape gatherers. He is not satisfied. He will not leave nothing. And the stuff he present to you is already defiled. GMOs. Shit, you can't go nowhere and find no damn grapes with seeds in them. How can you replant something if there's no type of seed? He have made the world bare. Taking all the oil out. Don't let the earth replenish itself. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a damn about a land Sabbath. That's why everything is coming to shit. Right? And going back into this, he said, who enlarges his desire is hell and death. Wherever he goes, that was followed. As I just mentioned, going into when he came over here to with the so-called Native Americans, and then he destroyed them. And what did he do? He came over to the western, off the coast of Africa, and brought Who? The southern came over and and started destroying them. And he, like I said, he's dealt with the northern and southern kingdom and brought forth destruction upon our nations. Brought forth hell and death. This is that pale horse that it was talking about in Revelations. All right. This is Slocking. This is Revelations 6. Verse 8. Okay, I'm gonna start at verse 7, and it reads, "And behold, he had opened the fourth seal, and I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, 'Come and see.'" Now this is John the Revelator who's speaking with the angels. Verse 8, it says, "And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him." Don't that sound familiar? Oh, so like, ain't that in Habakkuk? All right. If you go into the middle of this verse of Habakkuk, it says, "Who enlarges his desire is hell and is at death and cannot be satisfied." So he's going to keep killing and bringing hell towards this world, especially the nation of Israel, which you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's going to keep trying to give you the jab, you know what I'm saying trying to help you. But yet he's drawing swords because he wants to destroy you. And then you have these dumbass 2/3 and that's all, Eve. Oh, I don't have to know what's in it. I'm just going to stick my arm out and let them jab me. Come on now. I'm just going to let them do it. What's in it? I don't care. Just put it in my arm. That's the stupidest thing you could say. I don't know what's in it, but I don't care what's in it. Our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Hosea 4 and 6. Okay, but as it says, verse 8, "And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and in his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him." That's Esau. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. And kill with that sword. Who was given the blessing of the sword? Esau, Genesis 27. So this is what, we have to do away with. Do away with Esau Edom, because he is the harbinger of death, and he's bringing death upon his world. But the Lord, before he destroys everyone and everything completely, the Lord is going to come and intervene. And recompense is going to come upon this nigga, which I'm talking about, the so-called white man. This is because when you look at the scriptures, when you really look at the scripture, all the scriptures go back, like what we just read goes back to, if you just think about who controls the earth. It's Esau Edom. Stop trying to use individual person or a little small group or something that's happening right here in a little area and try to say, "Oh, see what they're doing?" No, all this comes from the mindset of Esau Edom. Look at the nations of the world as a whole. Look at the U.S. Look at all the certain type of the homosexuality that's running rapid. Look at the women that in our nation trying to do away with the men and say, "I'm independent," but yet you have the people in our nation telling the women they're independent. They're telling other women they're be independent and F this dude you with, F these niggas, but yet they got men at home and leaving you out here to drive by yourself. This is Revelations 20, verse 13. And it reads, "And the sea gave up the death which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the death which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works." All right, verse 14. "And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire." This is the second death. And that second death is coming. And like I say, death and hell is going to be cast into the lake of fire. And who do we say bring forth death and hell? Esau Edom. And who's going to be linked up or tied with Esau Edom when that time comes? The 2/3 of Israel and the other nations. Because you have followed the ways and the philosophies of the harbinger of death, the one who brings forth hell and death upon our people. So with that, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.